Hello, everyone, and welcome to the UK Kernel Podcast, the world's most accurate podcast, probably, in some far-off parallel universe. I'm Madeline, and I spend my entire spring break on the relaxing shores of doing homework.
I'm Grant, and I spent my entire spring break immersed in the scenic vistas of doing homework. Let's get right to the news. Students were astounded this week as they came back to school to discover the university had invented yet another way to personally inconvenience them. All students who plan to walk on the sidewalk next to 90 have found their path to be blocked by the ever-growing, malignant construction site developing next door. We have reports that, in fact, this construction site has developed critical mass, and like a black hole, will consume and consume until nothing is left.
We've brought in a UK administration official to explain the necessity of this particular inconvenience.
Well, honestly, we're kind of confused. We had heard that everybody hated UK dining food, so we figured we'd build a fence to keep you from getting to it. You know, for your own protection. But now everyone's saying they want to be able to easily walk to every building on campus, and we're like, geez, guys, make up your minds, you know? This is just like when everyone said, man, I wish they would make Ovid's be objectively worse in every aspect, and then we did. And now you guys are getting all mad about it. The unwashed masses are so fickle.
I'm pretty sure that literally nobody said that.
What an unwashed thing to say, pleb. That's just what I'd expect from the unwashed plebeian masses. Well, I've got to get going. I've got a grape dangler dangling grapes back in my office.
Okay, cool, bye, I guess.
Well, while we now know why the fence was expanded in this horrible affront to students' God-given right to walk where they please, the reason for the existence of the fence in the first place is the construction that's going on right next to Fresh Food. Now, we were initially going to say on this podcast that what they're building is a new parking structure, but we here at the Kernel like to keep our jokes within a certain realm of believability.
That's right, Grant. No, what they're really building is a LARPing structure. Not parking. LARPing, as in live-action role-playing. Students will only be able to enter this facility if they are dressed as some kind of mythical creature, like an elf or a competent UK administration official. Students will use this facility to act out fantastic, otherworldly scenarios, such as an epic battle with a deadly dragon, or an encounter with a competent UK administration official.
In national news, as we all know, many states have completed their primary elections. Here with the results so far is our political expert, Lulu Lime. Welcome to Kernel Studios, Lulu.
Thanks, Madeline Grant. And now for the results of those states that have already voted. Ohio, yellow. Kentucky, blue. Idaho, red. Colorado, yellow. Illinois, a tie between blue and yellow, which was decided by a coin flip. Texas, green by write-in, as, of course, green was not an actual option.
Those aren't presidential candidates. Those are just colors.
Primary colors, yes. The results from the primary color elections.
I don't know what I expected.
Me neither, Grant.
Let's take it over to Adam, our sports analyst.
Thanks, Madeline. In sports news, we have an update on reports of insider bracket manipulation by the NCAA. As it turns out, allegations were more substantiated than anyone could have imagined. The NCAA has an entire committee devoted to rigging the tournament.
How scandalous.
Exactly. The scumbags over at NCAA headquarters have created an entire ranking system to unfairly place teams into bracket seeds based on their performance during the regular season. It's sickening to watch these twisted bigwigs contort the very fabric of our great sports major tournament into this gross display of balanced representation.
What kind of monstrous people could do such a thing?
We can't be sure, Madeline. However, there is one saving grace for the tournament committee.
Oh?
You see, after the horrendously coherent screening, the committee opts to just take the teams in their rankings and just fuck their shit up. Except Duke, they're cool.
Whew, almost had coherent and fair seating there. Let's hear a few words from our supporters.
Hey man, what's wrong?
Well, someone just showed me a bunch of evidence for climate change, and I don't actually have any valid counter-evidence, but I don't want to alter my pre-existing beliefs to accommodate any level of rationality either.
Aw, dude, that sucks. It must be hard on you, having to cope with logic. I used to be like that, worrying about facts. But then, I took deny it all. Now I don't even have to think about whether or not fossils are really deceptions put into the ground by Satan to pull us off the righteous path. I just know.
Deny it all?
That's right, deny it all. The #1 most effective treatment for when you're confronted with those pesky facts. Just take deny it all and all of that goes away.
Denial is the best possible drug. I give it to my children every day, and now I don't even have to vaccinate them.
Denatol is the drug that's going to make America great again. TM.
Take deny it all today.
Warning, side effects may include sneezing, coughing, wheezing, diarrhea, diarrhea of the mouth, homosexuality, immigration, loss of hair, loss of friends, loss of dignity, unsightly blemishes on Facebook while sneezing, and autism.
Wait, what?
And back to the news.
As we all know, Kentucky is trying to pass a law that allows businesses to deny services to heterosexuals. That's right, all straight people would have to closet themselves, pretending to be gay, going out alone, or with a gay friend, or just learn to hate themselves due to societal structures in order to get a goddamn piece of pizza from these straight haters, or straighters. Meanwhile, the gays are out in full force in this gay-loving state this week, physically separating all churches from the state by attaching gay rocket blasters to all places of worship. This is an important step in the official gay agenda, TM, we've all been warned about. Step 4, to be exact. Step 5 in the agenda is to force all straight couples to turn gay. The gays will accomplish this by biting, and thus spreading the infection.
Oh, wow. What's step 6?
Just indigo girls. Indigo girls everywhere. It's horrifying, I tell you. Horrifying. We should have listened to the angry campus preachers when we had the chance.
Truly. In campus news, there are, for some reason, jars of umbrellas to help students when it rains? What?
UK administration officials commented on the existence of the umbrella jars, saying that they thought they might actually try helping out those pesky students for once. Apparently, their thought process was that the sudden shift into helpfulness would perhaps scare those disgusting students away once and for all, and finally leave the campus pest-free so that the premises can be enjoyed by UK's actual intended population. Squirrels.
Squirrels. Let's hear a few more words from our supporters.
So Taco Bell thinks they can do a quesalupa and get away with it, huh? Well, Qdoba has something even better. We start with a cheese-covered taco, then put it inside another taco shell, then put it inside a burrito, and put that in, that's right, fucko, another fucking taco. The quesalupa taco loco burro queso mucho tico taco. It's tacos all the way down, asshole.
I can't wait to buy 30. Let's go to our weather human with the weather.
According to my extremely scientific instruments and highly calibrated radar, the weather is shit and you are shit.
Gee, thanks, weather human.
And now let's go to the horoscopes with Madam V.
Capricorn. This isn't supposed to be the first horoscope. They're listed out of order. That was a mistake. But then again, so was life. Cancer. The doctor misdiagnosed you. It turns out you're not actually a crab. It's much worse than that. Taurus. This astral sign sounds like a Pokemon. Also, life is meaningless. Sagittarius. Your soul is as empty as your bank account. However, much like your bank account, you will still find a way to somehow become more negative. Virgo. You will not go to class or eat for the next few days. Just kidding, you're still going to eat, you disgusting slob. Gemini. It's tacos all the way down, Paco. Leo. Your life won't actually be quite as bad as most other inhabitants of the stretch of Earth. That means that it will be even more horrible when you inevitably die.
Thanks, Madam V.
For more news, horoscopes, and other assorted nonsense, our Twitter is an excellent place to be. At UKCOLONEL, or check out our website at theUKKernel.org, which now has a link to our secret hidden YouTube.
And have an excellent rest of the semester as time trickles through your fingers and the inevitability of finals looms just around that metaphorical and also literal corner. Looms, I say.
Wait, are we weaving something? No one told me we were weaving.
Peace out, Squirrel Scouts.
The previous podcast consisted of satirical content. All references to reality were fictionalized, and all personages were fictional, with the exception of public figures, whose likenesses were used fictitiously. The opinions expressed in this podcast in no way reflect those of the University of Kentucky, the Kentucky Kernel with a K, the Kansas Kernel with a K, the Ohio Oernal with an O, primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, quadrangle colors, or Republican tumbleweeds.